Welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth, where we cut the BS and give the truth all about sports. Once again, I'm Bryce, host of Bryce Davis.
Let's get right into it.
Yeah. Obviously, this is we had to call an emergency podcast. We would have did it yesterday, but other stuff came up. But we're gonna do it today. Too much craziness happened between the last time. We only maybe 70, not even 74, 72 hours
Removed from uploading.
No, from just recording.
Yeah, true. Yeah, recording.
It's Tuesday. We record on Saturday.
Yep.
In between then, NBA has just gone completely off the rails.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Start with the biggest story. Jayson Tatum.
Yep.
Unfortunately, last night, watching the game, rooting for the Knicks. Ironically, because Jayson Tatum's St. Louis, but I'm rooting for the Knicks. And, Knicks are up, fourth quarter, late in the game. They make a pass. OG steals it, OG Anunoby. Tatum tries to go for tries to get the ball as well. And then the camera stays with OG.
Yep. So
we don't know what he dunks the ball, crowd goes crazy. Then you hear the broadcast talk about Tatum's on the floor, he's on the floor. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
what
what's
happened?
happening?
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, maybe I missed it. Maybe he got clipped. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The last thing I'm thinking when I seen him on the ground is
like maybe
Achilles.
he collided with somebody.
Yeah. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he tweaked his ankle.
Yeah.
Sprained it, something. And they show the replay, and there's no contact.
Yep.
He just steps, plants, and that's it. And we all know with the Achilles, it's typically non-contact.
Yep.
Right? It's typically it just kind of just happens.
It happens.
Kind of just pops.
It's time, as someone would say.
Right. And it's been confirmed he tore his right Achilles tendon. He had he's already had surgery,
Yep.
so not even 24 hours he had already got done.
Yeah.
Sanity, man.
Yeah, it's a wrap for the Celtics. It's a wrap. Go ahead, Knicks, just end the series for us because there's nothing to watch anymore. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
it was already going to be iffy anyway once the Knicks won that game. But I don't see him coming back. Unfortunately for Jayson Tatum, that's gonna be a rough one. He's probably gonna be out for it next year, pretty much.
Because it's May.
Yeah.
So at best, and if Boston's good, but at best, he'll be back for the playoffs next year.
Yeah. That's gonna be rough.
It's crazy how things can just change on a dime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a year ago, you're on the path to winning your first NBA championship, and the following season you're trying to defend your crown, and things just weren't going their way.
No.
Porzingis just hasn't been healthy at
Healthy,
all.
no.
Brown's nursing an injury as well.
Yep.
Their live by the three, die by the three mantra, unfortunately, is working against them.
In this series, yeah.
And then, unfortunately, the guy who was cooking, honestly, that was his
Yeah.
best game. He was going band for band with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much like sometimes you just know.
It's a wrap.
You know what I
It's a
mean?
wrap.
It's like there's a lot of
all the signs were there.
yeah.
And this was the definitive. It's a wrap.
Yeah. It's sort of like when you like contemplate like, man, should I go out tonight? And then you look up, you start to see clouds pouring. You're like, screw, I'll suffer through it, right?
Yep.
And then you look on your phone and you see all type of just do-rag activities happening outside. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you know what, bro?
Pack it in.
Yeah.
Stay indoors.
Stay inside, dog. like, and I think that's the sign of the Celtics. Like, it's just not. It's not your year.
Not your year.
It's not your year. And now, what does this mean as far as the summer? Who knows? Because I figured they were going to move off Porzingis no matter what. And you got to think about this. Right now, as we speak, Porzingis hurt.
Yep.
Or playing with an injury. Tatum out.
Yep.
Hauser injured. Jaylen Brown injured.
Yep.
Holiday old. Horford old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They'll have to restructure anyway.
Yes. So I'm just curious to see what happens because this is his first major injury for Jayson Tatum. I don't remember him having any injuries when he was in high school. Watching him at Harris Chaminade, he didn't have any injuries at Duke. And again, I don't remember having any major injuries so far in the league. So this is the first one. Yeah. So how he responds to that, and if you're Boston, you just gave two guys $300 million apiece.
Yeah.
And one just had his Achilles torn.
Yeah, I think luckily, the only bright spot on this tear for him is that his style of basketball didn't require explosiveness. Not explosive.
He not no below the rim player.
No, he's not a below the rim player, but the way he dribbles and attacks the rim, and attacks mismatches, he didn't need explosiveness. He was more shifty and controlled than super explosive. I would say this would hurt Jaylen Brown a lot more than it would Jayson Tatum.
I don't know.
Really?
I think it's gonna hurt him. Yeah, it's gonna hurt him. To me, like when I think of a guy who, like, if they tore his Achilles, it wouldn't affect him much. Like, I didn't expect it. I knew it wasn't probably going to affect Kevin Durant that much.
True.
Because he literally does not rely on athletic. He just don't.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jokic, if he was to ever tear his, God forbid, he would still be all right. Now, his size will work against him.
Yeah.
But if he was able to come back, his game ain't predicated on that. Tatum be moving.
That's true.
Tatum be exploding to the rim. He uses strength. He uses height.
Yeah, he uses strength and height, but he doesn't always go above the rim.
He
settles for jump shots a lot.
Well, it's basketball. He don't take jump shots now, but he get off the ground. He get lift.
True.
He don't be shooting. He don't be like, when you play like this, when he jump, you could comfortably put your hand below his hand.
Okay,
you know
fair
what I mean?
enough. Fair enough.
You know, so I think it's gonna affect him a lot. And I don't know what type of player he is when he's gonna come back. I'm just curious to see what the Celtics brass does with this information, because it may change how they approach this summer.
True.
Because they could be like, you know what, to hell with next year. They could do that.
Yeah, they could.
They could say, you know what, to hell with it. Some of you dudes need to retire because we're not going to resign y'all. Some of y'all, we're going to trade y'all. And Jaylen Brown, we just paid you $300 million. Time to earn it, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time to earn it. We all NBA, that's time to see what you can do. You
Fair
know,
enough.
so.
Fair enough.
Prayers go out to Jayson Tatum and his family. Unfortunate. Again, local kid.
Yeah.
St. Louis guy always rooted for him. But just craziness. More craziness, but on a good craziness.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling yesterday. You know, I knew the draft lottery was happening.
Yep.
I knew it was happening, but I didn't give a damn.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
For different reasons.
I know my team ain't, you know, I'm thinking, all right, this is Charlotte.
Yeah,
Washington,
and once again San Antonio.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with Dallas. You know. And I get an alert from Athletic, the Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA lottery. Shit, what?
Yep.
Man, I went online so fast, dog.
Oh, facts. I saw the notification. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone had the same reaction when they heard that. So that means Dallas gets Cooper Flag.
Huh?
Oh, that was the exact reaction when everyone saw Dallas has won the lottery. So Dallas is getting Cooper Flag.
You damn right.
How the F are y'all able to trade your best player?
Right.
Everyone's like, man, that's stupid. That's dumb. Can't believe this. Nico Harrison.
Right.
There are people in Dallas who said, I'm no longer a Dallas fan.
Shit.
They coming the fuck back. They coming back.
Look, man. Man, look. When you put out, you know, I believe in karma.
Okay.
Right. You know.
So you
what goes around comes around.
So you all donated Luka to this charity
You know
organization
what
known
I'm
as the
saying?
Lakers.
When you put out, you know, you do good by others, and the world does good by you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Other people might say it's rigged.
Right. You know what I mean? That's what they would say. You know. Some people say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? Like we gifted Luka to the Lakers. LeBron's leaving the league.
LeBron's
you know
leaving,
what I'm saying? As a gift to him and what he's done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the thing about people understand is
Okay.
It's almost like a gift to LeBron.
Got you.
You know,
Got
like
you.
we got our what's that thing? The farewell. We got our gift out the way early with the farewell. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all ain't got. So when he does finally retire, we already gave you a farewell.
We gave you Luka. You know what I'm saying? What else you want?
What do you want?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was only right that the basketball gods smile upon us and give us Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he went to Duke makes it even better.
I know that's like a double whammy for you.
Your
favorite team and your favorite team.
Right. And Kyrie, we got a Duke back.
Yeah,
Man,
facts.
what? You know, so I just think that it was right. And plus, I thought about this. Do we really want Cooper Flag going to Washington?
No.
Charlotte,
Utah.
And I'm gonna give something out the way. We said something to you people. People go, man, how you expect all these other teams to get better? How you expect Charlotte to get better? How you expect Washington to get better? This is what the lottery's for.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's where I would agree with you on that, what you're about to say, but go ahead.
Dog, how many bites at the apple you want,
right.
dog?
Charlotte, you had 2 times.
You know
you got Brandon Miller and LaMelo. Be better.
Dog, LaMelo, like lottery pick.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller, lottery pick. Mark Williams, lottery pick. They drafted James Bouknight a couple years ago. It was a failure, but it was a lottery pick.
Yeah.
How many bites of the apple you don't get?
The apple's gone.
Right. People are like, they should get these. No, they've had these picks.
Yep.
And they've done nothing with them. Again, what comes around comes around.
Yeah.
Universe said, "Hey, figure it out."
In fact, you got enough.
We got food at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
You got McDonald's money.
Right. Make do with what you got. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start winning. You got some young players. Go spend some money, get some free agencies.
Be better.
Right. Same with Washington.
Yeah.
Figure it out. We barely. This is our first time winning the lottery. First off.
Yeah.
And we barely have had lottery picks over the years.
Yeah. Y'all have been too good
Luka,
for that. Yeah.
Derek Lively. We got Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we've rarely been in the lottery. So if there's any team in the league really who deserves this, it's us.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So I just think that it was our time. I knew Nico was gonna figure it out anyway.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Nico did something.
I knew he was gonna do something. So
we sacrificed a goat or something.
You know
Who knows?
what I mean? Like I knew he had a plan. You know what I mean? I knew he had a plan. I never doubted him for a moment. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that and now if that was a backroom deal done with Adam Silver, hey. Cool with me.
Prove it.
Cool with me. Cool with me.
Yeah.
Hell, I wish you would just let me know. Just let me know. Hey,
yeah, true,
hey, bro.
True. Hey, yeah. Had Nico come,
gave me a phone call.
Had Nico just send the email out to all the Mavericks fans. It's like, hey, listen, this is what to happen.
Yeah,
we're about to trade Luka, but calm down.
Yeah.
I got you.
Right. Well, he should be like, look, hustle don't stop. We keep going. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna take care of this. Just
as Lil Wayne once said.
Mm-hmm.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Right. So just wait till May. I got something cooking for y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll call me Chef Nico for a reason. I'm cooking in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So now look at him. He probably walking in to the facility, chest puffed out.
He should look like when Stephen A. with that image of him when the Cowboys lost.
Yeah.
He starts walking in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you should walk into the Mavericks facility from now on.
I would have walked in on a horse.
Facts.
With a cowboy hat. But high noon in the background. You know what I'm saying? I promise you I would have walked
Big
in.
old boots, the whole thing.
Yeah. I promise you, dog.
Facts.
I promise you, bro. Like I'm excited because
Yeah.
now we got options.
Yeah.
Now, Cooper's my dog.
Yeah.
But shit.
Yeah.
This team is ready to win now.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So we could dangle him in front of some other teams and be like,
you could.
Some of these teams that are desperate ain't got no other moves to make.
True.
Yo, Milwaukee, what's good? You ain't got no other options.
True.
Phoenix with Booker, what's really good? You ain't got no other options.
Yep.
We can force some teams' hand. Here's Cooper Flag.
Hey, what you want?
Right. We'll take
what you got. What you got?
We'll take him because this team we got right now is ready to win now.
Yeah.
And I thought about this before we move on. Us getting Cooper Flag to me reminds me of when Detroit had an opportunity to draft Carmelo Anthony but didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't draft him, but you know what they did the next year?
I don't.
They won the title anyway.
Oh yeah, shoot. Okay.
We were going to be competitive anyway.
True.
We were not. We were going to be not fully healthy because Kyrie's going to be out. But we were still going to be competitive. We were going to be a competitive ball club.
Yeah.
What I just saw from this Western Conference and this playoff shows me the West could be won if wide open.
Had y'all been healthy, you probably had another good shot this year.
Yeah.
Of making it to the finals.
For sure. So to me, we was going to be good and ready to go anyway. So now we can just plug Cooper in. And he doesn't he doesn't need to be the man right away.
No, you got Kyrie and AD.
Yeah. You get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? If he can average between 16 and 18 points and sure up that 3 spot.
Yeah.
And then that also gives us options for some of the other guys on our team and maybe use them as trade chips.
Yeah.
Maybe trade PJ Washington.
Yep.
Maybe trade Daniel Gafford because he's looking for a new deal. Now we got moves.
Yeah.
We got
there's a lot that you can do in this offseason to really make the championship roster that Nico and I think ownership believe they got.
Yeah. I know Luka.
A little sick.
I know Luka in Cancun like
a
damn.
little sick.
Really?
That's literally you breaking up and your ex finding someone just as good.
Right.
No, not younger, but like damn, like I can't be mad because like damn, they're doing everything I do.
Right.
You didn't downgrade.
Don't get me wrong. Luka's the better player.
But you didn't downgrade.
But we got the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
So as long as he turns out to just be like I said, just
good,
we gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout
The players are up.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. The year of the player. You know what I mean? I know what were you said on the Chinese New Year? You said what end was it?
Which one?
This year.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
I think you're the dragon.
You sure? I thought it was something crazy like the pig.
Or was it snake?
It was like the pig or something.
Dragon was last year. No, well, I'm year of the pig.
Ain't like the year of the rat or something.
I think it's year of the rabbit.
Either way, it's the year to play it now.
Yeah, year of the player.
The year to play it. The players are up. You know what I'm saying? And we cashing in this year.
Yep.
Last but not least, speaking of player.
Yep.
Game recognized game. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yep.
From North Carolina, Chicago's finest.
Yep.
Is officially going to be joining the NBC broadcast team. Everybody knows NBC is taking basketball back.
NBA on NBC.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan,
yep,
of all people, will be joining as a special contributor for NBA coverage, which now gives this the NBA on NBC breakdown. Play-by-play, Mike Tirico. Number 2, play-by-play, Noah Eagle. May recognize him from the Olympic coverage. Game analyst, Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller.
Yep.
Studio analyst, Carmelo Anthony. And a special contributor, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah. And I also believe Dirk is going to be on their team.
I thought he was going to be on Amazon.
Was he Amazon?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's on Amazon. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But that's a pretty good lineup right there.
Dog, Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Bro.
Whatever special contributor means, I'm ready for it.
What bag what bag they give him? That's to get him to come out and be like, yeah, like.
So they gave him something special. It wasn't just a bag. They offered him something else besides money.
They had to, dog, because he been out the game for 20-some years.
And he's only really been on an ownership role. Yeah, really.
And he still has minority ownership, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like almost like a Tom Brady thing, how he is with Fox as far as being minority owner with the Vegas Raiders, but still, being broadcast. But Michael Jordan obviously won't be actually in the broadcast table. But this is huge.
Yeah.
Because now we're gonna have the legend, Michael Jordan, with NBC helping usher in the next era of basketball.
Yep.
This is highly needed.
It's needed.
You know what I mean?
New voices, or not some new, some old, but a new crop of guys advocating for basketball.
Right. And not crapping on it and shitting on it like some of these current guys.
Because I think that's why I think Melo's a good pick, because Melo's really not crapping on dudes.
Melo's, the more I like, the more I'll watch, because I watch his podcast religiously. The more I watch him, the more I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, the way he talks, the way he breaks stuff down.
He loves basketball.
Yeah, but he's a smoothness too.
Yeah.
I like the way he sounds. The only person I'm like kind of like iffy on is Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller's already proven, so I'm cool with that. But one thing about these broadcast teams is you've seen with TNT, as you've seen with ESPN, they swap guys in and out.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So this is just the first iteration. It's the first run.
If it's not working, they will change.
Right, because if you go back to the NBC of the 90s, I believe, and I've watched multiple broadcasts, at some point, Pat Riley was on the broadcast. Magic Johnson at some point was on it. Isaiah Thomas was on it. Bill Walton was on it. So they'll go through people. You know what I'm saying? Bob Costas was kind of like the only
steady
hand, you know what I'm saying? And then Marv Albert on the actual game call. But who knows how long it'll last? But Michael Jordan, it's up.
It's
like
up.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's the year of the player.
Yep.
The players are up. We're not gonna be down. I know I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they was like, "It's gonna be a hot girl summer." Not the way we on the roll right now.
Nah, minutes up.
Not the way we on the roll right now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna tuck it in, dog.
Yeah, y'all got next year, maybe.
Y'all next year. The players are up.
Yep.
We got a full hand.
Yeah.
Chips is on deck.
Yeah, we
you
ready.
Know what I mean?
We ready. Hey, ladies, go ahead and fold. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But anyway, man, that's all the time we have for you guys today, man. You can follow me at Facebook at Bryce Oden. Follow me on Instagram at Bryce David Oden. Bryce going to tell him.
From Twitter, Bruce Leroy.
And remember, you're here from the horse mouth. Listen, as we told you, we out. Peace.